Hello and welcome to Axe Grinder UK, and today I'm going to show you a really cool chord warm-up exercise that I stole off Joe Satriani. And let's face it, if it's good enough for Satch, it's good enough for me, and it's good enough for you. And this is going to be the first part in a whole series of warm-up exercises that I'm going to share with you guys that will enable you to get both hands fully warmed up and ready for action before you try playing anything like this. It's just really important that we warm up properly, get the blood flowing, get the coordination happening before we tackle any sort of shred fest that you guys might partake in, because it'll keep you injury free and you'll deal with whatever you're working on a lot more easily. Now, all chord diagrams and tablatures for this lesson and forthcoming lessons will be available on the Axe Grinder Facebook page. The link is in the description below. And if you like what I'm doing, please feel free to give the page a like while you're there, because your support is greatly appreciated and I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So that's enough of me waffling on. Let's get on with the lesson. Okay, I'm going to run through the chord exercise so you get an idea of what it sounds like. So what you just heard there was a series of diminished 7th chords moving up the neck in a chromatic sequence, starting at the 3rd fret and ending up at the 12th fret. And I'm going to break that down for you now. We're going to start off with an E string root diminished 7th chord at the 3rd fret. That's a G diminished 7th chord. Then we're going to move up to a D string root diminished 7th chord at the 2nd fret. That's an E diminished 7th chord. Then we're going to move to the 4th fret of the A string with an A string root diminished 7th chord, which is D flat diminished 7th. And then we're going to move up to the D string for a D string root diminished 7th chord at the 5th fret. And that's G diminished 7th, an octave higher. Once we get there, we reverse the sequence and go back to the A string root diminished 7th chord. And then go back to the D string root diminished 7th chord at the 2nd fret. And then the E string root diminished 7th chord. Now that is the whole sequence of chords. You just take that sequence, and once you've gone all the way through it and you return to the 3rd fret, you move it up 1 fret at a time until you get to the 12th fret. I'll play through it slowly for you. So once you get up there, you move it up 1 fret. Up again. And so on until you reach the 12th fret, and then you go back to the beginning and do it again. I normally run through that about 3 times. Okay, so that was chord warm-up number 1. I'll be back next week with another warm-up for you guys. And remember, all chord diagrams and tabs are available on the Axe Grinder Facebook page. And until next time, my name's Lee, and this is Axe Grinder UK.